They say art imitates life. But for one quiet orphan boy, his art seemed to predict death. And when he drew you, well, your time was up. In a small town, tucked away behind chilly hills and a blanket of fog, stood an old orphanage called Ashmore House. It was falling apart at the seams, with moss creeping up the walls and windows that groaned when the wind blew through. Inside, a group of children lived, forgotten souls, quiet and seldom chosen for adoption. Among them was a boy named Elliot, just 10 years old and hardly spoke a word. But he was always drawing. His notebook was his constant companion, stained, tattered, but bursting with remarkable sketches. He didn't doodle cartoons, he captured people. Real people. The staff, the other kids, even strangers who wandered past the gate. One morning, Miss Grady, the sweet cook, didn't show up for breakfast. They found her in the pantry, a victim of a heart attack. A heavy sadness hung in the air. But Elliot? He just kept sketching in his corner, lost in his own world. That evening, while tidying up his dorm, a caretaker accidentally knocked Elliot's notebook to the floor. The page that lay open showed Miss Grady, exactly how she had died. Eyes wide, hand clutching her heart, head thrown back. It was too precise, too soon. In the following 2 weeks, 2 more lives were lost. One child drowned in the bathtub, and a teacher tumbled down the stairs. And Elliot had drawn them both. Before it happened. Same pose, same room, same scene. Whispers began to circulate. Was he cursed? Was he the cause of it all? Elliot never uttered a word. He just stared, as if he already knew. One of the older boys, Connor, decided to put the theory to the test. He dared Elliot to draw him. "Go on," he said, shoving a pencil into Elliot's hand. "Draw me dying." Elliot hesitated for a moment, then started sketching. 5 minutes later, he handed it over. Connor looked at the drawing and burst out laughing. In it, he was sitting by the fireplace, reading, with a massive wooden beam crashing down on him. "Funny," Connor chuckled. "That's exactly where I sit every day." That same night, the storm rolled in. Lightning flashed. Thunder rumbled. The power flickered on and off. Connor was huddled by the fire, sharing his sketch with the others and cracking jokes. Then came a loud snap from above. The beam, old and rotting, split and came crashing down. It was as if the drawing had come to life. And that's when the panic set in. The staff wanted to kick Elliot out. The other kids started to steer clear of him. But one of the nuns, Sister Mary Ann, stood her ground. "He's not evil," she insisted. "He's just connected." But deep down, Elliot understood. He wasn't merely sketching death. He was seeing it, in his dreams, in fleeting glimpses. And every time he tried to resist, his hands would betray him. The drawings had become an inevitability. One morning, Sister Marianne went to check on Elliot. His notebook was open. A fresh sketch. A crowd gathered around a body. She gasped, her heart racing. The background of the drawing revealed the orphanage engulfed in flames. "Elliot, is this going to happen?" she asked, her voice trembling. He just stared back at her, tears welling in his eyes, and slowly nodded. That night, she hurried the children outside. She couldn't explain why, but she had faith in him. Minutes later, an electrical spark ignited in the laundry room. The fire spread rapidly, but no one perished. Elliot had warned them in the only way he knew how. After the fire, Elliot vanished. No one knew how. No one saw him go. His notebook was left behind, filled with blank pages. Yet every now and then, a new page appears. A new drawing, a new face. Maybe even yours. If you wake up to find a sketch of yourself, burn it. And if you crave more stories like this, don't just watch, subscribe, before your name ends up in the next chapter.